in a seated position, just in an easy pose. So I want you to just shift your weight around so you have that nice seated position and you're just even on your sits bones. Have your hands on your knees, and then we're just going to wave around. You're starting to loosen up your torso, your waist. Feel the stretches as you take that rotation, maybe taking it a little deeper, and start just coming into your breath. We're not forcing the breath, we just have our natural breath as we go through this motion. Feel that opening through the hips, through the glutes, lower back and shoulders. And then if you're taking it in a rotation, we can go ahead and just take that rotation in the other direction. Nice and easy. Beautiful. And then come back center. And we're gonna go forward and back, just a little cat-cow motion. So we're gonna take our chest forward, chin up as we fold forward, and then bring that head down, and then just scoop yourself up, hollowing out as you come back up. Make this movement exaggerated as you come forward. Feel that stretching throughout the entire spine. Nice, go forward and bring it back, scoop it up. One more, forward. Take a nice deep inhale here. Very nice. So now we're going to take our arms out as we inhale. Open up that chest, bring the right arm over and give yourself a nice hug, and then just come forward so that you're just hovering that upper back. Inhale, arms up, out, and then take that left arm over and come over. Inhale up, hug yourself, oh yes, and fold over. One more, inhale, nice and big. Exhale, give yourself a hug and give yourself a little fold. Beautiful. We're gonna come back up, and now we're gonna go ahead and take it onto a tabletop position. So facing the front of your mat, you're gonna bring your hands to the mat, knees on the mat, and you can curl your toes here. We're just going to have that nice, strong tabletop position. So you don't want to be sinking in, and you don't want to arch that back. You want to have a nice neutral back. You're already bringing in that navel to spine. Distribute the weight throughout your hands. And then we're just pushing our hips back into our heels. Actively push those hips back as you reach back. And then come forward, and then you're gonna come over those wrists. So you're stretching out the wrists. You feel that stretch through those shoulders, and as you push back, you also feel that stretch through that spine and lower back. Come forward all the way. Feel that stretch through those wrists. We're gonna be doing some work with those wrists, so you wanna warm those up as well. And then come back to tabletop. If you have delicate wrists, always make sure that you can bring those hands up forward in an angle so that you protect those wrists. Otherwise, you can bring those wrists below the shoulders. Nice, strong tabletop. We're gonna take our right foot and we're gonna rotate it out. So we're coming into a supported side plank. Ground that right hand. You're going to extend that left leg to the side, and then here we are in this supported plank. So this is our warm-up, but we are going to have a shred on the side plank, so you want to make sure that you're pulling that hip up, you have those hips stacked, and then we're going to take our arm and we're going to inhale that arm up, reach over, and then bring it up. Now those fingertips are active as you do this, so you're bringing it around. Inhale up, reach overhead, and bring those fingertips up. We'll do that one more time, all the way. Inhale up, reach those fingertips long, feel that stretch on that sideline, and bring those fingertips up. All right, let's bring that left hand down. Come to your tabletop position. I'm gonna take it over to the other side, so you're gonna see my back for a little bit here. So you're gonna rotate that left leg to the side for that support. Shift your hips over so they're stacked. Extend that right leg out. your arm is nice and stable. You're distributing the weight through that arm. You're gonna bring that other arm up. All right, here we go. We're going for that inhale. So you're gonna inhale up, reach those fingertips long and bring it all the way up. Again, inhale, reach long, feel that beautiful stretch on that sideline and bring it up. One more time, inhale, bring it up. Oh, stretch so long and bring that arm up. And take that hand down and we're back into our tabletop. Very nice. So now this time we're gonna have the back of our feet flat on the mat. We're gonna push the hips back into a child's pose. So you're pushing those hips back into the heels, and I want you to take those arms out long so that you can feel that stretch as you bring that forehead towards the mat. Nice, even breathing here. So here we're going to take it forward. So we're gonna come up, take it forward. This time you're going to bend those elbows towards your waist. So you're gonna come forward, bending. So this is a little bit of a chaturanga here. And you're gonna come all the way down. And then push up into your cobra. Nice and controlled, feel that stretch along that lower back. And then we're just gonna push back into those heels again, into that child's pose, and then we're gonna come forward and do it again. Bend at the elbows, bring yourself down, that core is engaged, and then push up into your nice strong cobra. Even breathing, push those hips back. We're gonna do that one more time. So come forward, bend those elbows towards that waist, come on down nice and strong, push up into that cobra, pushing those feet into the mat, and then push back. Very nice. Okay, so from here we're going to curl the back toes, and then we're gonna push up so that we come into our first downward dog. So again, you have those hands grounded in front of you, and you're pushing into your downward dog. Your hips are pushing up, and then we're going to come up. So bring those heels up as high as you can, stretching those ankles out, and then see if you can push those heels into the mat as you actively push those hips up, pushing off those nice grounded hands, and then we'll bring it up again and lower. Okay, so from here, we're going to bend the knees, bend the elbows, and then we're gonna push forward. As we straighten, we're gonna hollow out, come into that nice strong plank. Bring the knees down, bend the elbows, and then we're gonna come down. Just like we did for that past one, we're gonna come up to our cobra, push back, curl the toes, and come back up into your downward dog. We're gonna ground that left leg. You're going to bend again and then extend the right leg up, pushing out through the heel, nice and strong. You have that strength pushing out through that heel. You're gonna bend that knee, bend the elbows a little bit as we scoop that knee in and bring it up into your chest, navel to spine, nice strong stance here. We're gonna bring that right leg, foot forward. You're gonna bend both of your knees, engage that core as you strongly bring yourself up. Beautiful. So from here, find that balance. We're gonna bring those arms up. You're going to inhale, straighten the legs as you inhale. As you exhale, fists of fire, you're gonna bring them in. Inhale up, exhale out. You can make that breath as strong as you'd like. Inhale up, exhale all that negative energy out. This time we're going to inhale up, hold those arms up, and then we're gonna come back into our high lunge. So you're going to keep that back leg straight. We're gonna bend that front knee, those fingertips nice and tall, hinge at the hips as you come to a little fold. From here, we're just going to take it into a forward fold, bringing the arms back with the exhale. Inhale those hands up, keeping the legs where they are. So this time we're not moving those legs. Hinge at the hips forward. Exhale the arms down. Inhale one more time. Fingertips up. Come forward and exhale down. Beautiful. Let's come on up. We're going to rotate to the front so your toes are pointed out in an angle. Your toes are pointing where the same direction that your knees point. That's always a good guideline so you protect those joints. We're going to take those arms out and we're going to inhale up. As you exhale, you bring those arms out. Inhale up. Exhale, push out through those palms. Inhale up, exhale out. Very nice. Inhale one more time up. This time we're gonna take those arms out to the sides. Rotate that right foot to the front of the mat. We're gonna rotate that back foot again so that you notice that your toes are pointing towards the same direction as the knee. Extend those arms out and then we're going to bend that front knee so we're in our warrior two. All right, from here, inhale up, straighten the legs. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale up. Exhale. One more, inhale up. Exhale, hold the warrior two nice and strong. We're gonna take that back hand, rotate it all the way around, bring it up around, and then we're gonna come and reverse that warrior. Nice, long, long stance here. Come back over, forearm to thigh, and bring that arm up and over, opening up the chest as you reach over. Come back to your warrior two. Here we go, once again, rotate that arm around, bring that arm up, reverse that warrior, no pressure on that back leg. Come back over, forearm to thigh, and bring it overhead. Come back to your warrior two. And then we're gonna take it center. This time we're going to inhale up. As you exhale, I want you to do those fists of fire and come on down to a low squat. Inhale up, exhale out. Inhale up, exhale, beautiful job. All right, so now we're gonna take those arms out. This time we're going to rotate our left toes to the back of the mat. And then rotate that back foot so the toes are facing the same direction as your knee. Bend that front knee, so that left knee into your strong warrior two. Inhale up, straighten everything. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale nice and big. Exhale down. Take that back hand. Rotate it all the way around and back. Take that left hand up and reverse that warrior. Once again, no pressure on that back leg. Come back around, bring that forearm to the thigh, reaching over. Coming back to your warrior two. All right, here we go. Once again, let's rotate that arm all the way around, bring the left arm up and reverse that warrior. Come back over, forearm to thigh, reach that arm overhead, open up that chest. And come back to your warrior two. Let's windmill those hands around, bring it towards the back of your mat, ground those hands, and then bring your foot back so that we're back into our downward dog. Taking that quick little flow, we're going to bend the knees, bend the elbows, push forward, come over to that plank, bring the knees down, bend the elbows, and then come and scoop your way up into your cobra. Curl the back toes, pushing back into your downward dog. Bring that left leg up, push through that heel, nice and strong. Feel that strength pushing out through that heel. Bend that right knee, bend the elbows, and then scoop that knee in and up into the chest. Core is engaged. And then bring that left foot forward. All right, so strengthening that core, bend those knees, and then we're gonna come up to a standing position once again. Now we're gonna take care of that other side here, bringing those arms up. We're gonna inhale, straighten everything. Exhale, bring those arms into fists of fire. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale up, exhale down. Bring those hands up once again. Let's go ahead into that nice strong lunge. So we're going to bend that front knee, back leg nice and straight. Hinging at the hips, we're going to come forward. And now we're going to fold forward as we bring the arms back, exhaling. Inhale up, hinge forward, and exhale out. Inhale up, hinge forward, and exhale out. Beautiful. Let's ground those hands. And this time we're gonna bring the right foot to the left. Have a nice wide stance here. Bend the knees, and I want you to just shift side to side. Give yourself a little wave. Loosening up that lower back, a little bit of the glutes. Very nice. And then we're just gonna roll it on up. Beautiful job. Okay, so we are ready to shred it up. So we're gonna go into our first shred. So let's go ahead and face that front of the mat again. Our first shred is chair kickbacks. So for all of you who are familiar with yoga, the chair position, you have your feet about hip distance apart. You're gonna push those hips back and push the knees back. This is very important. By doing that, you're going to protect your joints as you go through these strong movements. So we're gonna come into chair. Our arms are actually gonna be out right in front of us to just give us a little stability, a little leverage. So the move is going to be that we're gonna kick back. So our heels, nice strong heels, just like we did in the warm-up. We're gonna kick back with the right, kick back with the left, and then you're gonna bring those fists of fire back, and you're gonna come up onto your tippy toes. So that's the move. So then you come right back and you continue. So we are 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, okay? That's the move, so I'll walk you through it. So the 10 seconds of rest, we do that for 8 intervals. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Here we go. So let's set it up. Arms out, and it's kick, kick, and up. Kick. Make sure you're kicking nice and strong through that heel, through the heels. Kick back, and bring it up. One more on each side, and up, and give yourself a little rest. So that was 20 seconds on, and now we go ahead, rest for a little bit, set it up, and begin. It's and up. Breathing, maybe exhaling nice and strong on every exertion. And up. Kick, nice and strong through those heels, navel to spine. And bring it up and give yourself a little rest. Kick it out, maybe give yourself a little shift. As your heart rate goes up, make sure you breathe through that mouth. Here we go. Out. And up. Kick back. You can make this as strong or as light as you can. Keep that power in the heels, but you can take those kicks a little higher, a little faster. And rest. Shake it out, breathe. Again, make sure you're breathing through that mouth when your heart rate goes up. Set up, and here we go. Back and up. You can even add a little hop. Up. If you want to take that intensity higher. Out, and don't forget to breathe. Out, and rest. Very nice, good job. Give yourself a little rest, a little movement, a little shake. Let's go ahead and set it up. Arms out, and kick. Again, you can do it a little faster or higher, or if you need to take it down for one of the intervals, do so. But just keep that power through those heels and keep that navel to spine. Beautiful. And rest. Very nice. Ooh, getting that heart rate going. This is wonderful. Here we go. Set it up. And it's kick back. And up. Don't forget your breathing. You can take it down. Back to just the lifts. Always keep that power through the heels. Very nice. And rest it out. Beautiful job. You guys are doing great. Here we go. Set it up. Extend. Up. Extend. Push through those heels. Where's your core? Up. Again, you decide on the intensity, the speed. And up. And I'm just going to give it one more jump. And rest. Excellent, excellent job. All right, here we go. This is it. Let's do it. You can speed it up. Make sure you're engaging those glutes as you kick back. Breathing. Give me one more here. And beautiful job. Oh, shake it out. Give yourself a nice little rest here. Very nice job. You guys just completed your first shred. Beautiful. Take a sip of water if you need it. We're just gonna give ourselves a little stretch here if you need to hold on to anything. Otherwise, we're just going to cross our left leg over, push those hips back. A slight flex to that foot, but nothing too aggressive. Just push back. Continue breathing through your mouth if your heart rate is still up. Allow it to come back to normal before you start breathing through that nose again. All right, take it over to the other side. Again, you can always hold on to anything. Also in the shreds, if you're losing your balance and you need a little stability, you can always find a chair or a couch or something to hold on to, and you will still have the same wonderful effects of these shreds. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and shake it out. All right, ready to move on to our next shred. Okay, so these are called forearm, forearm fierce kicks, okay? So we're gonna come down onto our mat. So let's come down to tabletop first, and let me walk you through this real quick. So what we're doing is that we're gonna come down onto our forearms. Your forearms, your elbows are about, they're like right under your shoulders, so you have that nice space. You're trying to distribute the weight throughout the entire forearm and hands, so you have that nice support. We're going to take all on the right for the 4 intervals and then take it over to the other side. You're bringing your leg up and you're going to kick up to the sky. Small kicks, and you're kicking up. So now I want you to engage that glute, and here, speeding it up is the way to go. You're getting those fast twitch fibers, okay? So that's where you want to be at. If at any time you have to slow it down, do so, but don't lose the power through that heel. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, here we go. Ground those forearms and bring that leg up and start kicking up. Engage that glute muscle. Feel that glute muscle. You're pushing that foot up as high as it can go. Nice and quick. Strong pushes, so you're not just flailing that leg. And rest. Push back into a child's pose. Come back, set up. Bring that same leg, right, and push up, up. You can speed it up whenever you feel like you can. Oh, that navel is to spine. That glute is contracted. If you can speed it up, do so, but push that heel up high. You want to feel that burn in that glute. Bring it down. Push back. Breathe. Make sure you're breathing. All right, here we go. Set up and go. Push out through that heel. Navel to spine. Engage that glute. Nice, strong pushes to the sky. Feel that strength in that glute. It's working. Breathe. And relax. Rest, rest, rest. Push back. Give yourself a little shift side to side. Breathing. Don't forget to breathe. All right, here we go. Set it up and push through. Maybe take it a little faster, maybe a little higher. That strength in that heel, pushing into that sky. Push hard. You got this. Breathing. Whew, yes, and rest. Oh, very nice. Again, just push back and then shift those hips back around. All right, here we go. Taking that left leg now and pushing up high. Again, you control the speed, but if you can take it a little faster, not losing that strength, keep that core engaged, keep that glute nice and strong. Oh, and bring it back. Shift those hips side to side, loosen it up. Come back onto those forearms, set it up, bring that leg up and begin. Don't forget to breathe. Nice strong exhales. Find that power. Engage that glute, push that heel up. Take that speed up if you can. And rest, push it back. Shift those hips side to side. You guys are doing amazing. Come back forward, set it up, bring that heel up and begin. Fast twitch fibers here. We want to get that speed and that strength. Continue to engage that glute, navel to spine. You've got this. Keep that heel nice and high. And rest. Oh my goodness, you guys are doing amazing. This is great. Short segments, but I'm telling you, crazy effective here. Let's go, push it up. Feel that glute burning. If you're not, speed it up. Hold that leg up a little higher and push through that heel. Nice and strong. And bring it down. Push back into those hips and give yourself a side to side movement. And guess what? We're done with this shred. Beautiful job. Let's go ahead and hold this child's pose. Bring that forehead down. Once again, I want you to continue breathing through the mouth until your heart rate lowers. We're going to take those fingertips over to the left, walk them over, and I want you to scoot the hips over to the right. So you're scooting those hips over a little so you feel that release through that glute area, through the torso and the shoulders. Walk the fingertips center and take them over to the right. Scoot those hips over to the left so you get that nice sideline stretch, glute stretch. Beautiful job. Come center and then come back up. All right, guess what? We have one more shred to go. How's everyone doing? Good, good, good? Woo! All right. Take a sip of water if you need it while I come into the explanation for this one. I'll tell you, I'll be honest, this one's a little hard for me as well. So it is a side plank. That's why I warmed you up with a little bit of a side plank. And as always, there are modifications. You can take the modification through all intervals or just part of it. So you're gonna ground that right hand. You're gonna bring that left leg out. So we're in our side plank. You can do this in a full plank. The move is going to be side crunches. So you're gonna take that arm up above, the top arm, so it's my left arm. We're gonna bring knee to elbow and extend. This is the move, okay? 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest, 4 on each side. So the full, if you want, you can take it to that full plank, extend, and then once again, bring that knee in and out. All right, always can come back to the knee, and if that's still too much and too much pressure on the hand, you can bring that foot forward and still come into that crunch and extend. Okay, so a lot of options. You decide what's best, but just make sure you're pushing yourself to that limit where you're not hurting yourself, but you're challenging yourself. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna try and do full plank. I can't make any promises if I can hold it. All right, here we go. Let's set it up. Come into that plank. Arm up and bring it in. Crunch. Keep those hips elevated and stacked. Even when you come into the crunch, maybe bring those hips up a little higher, just so you ensure that they're not dropping. Almost there. Bring it in. Extend. And come to rest. We're going to come tabletop. Bring that right hand up. Rotate that wrist and then come back. Set it up. Here we go. Crunch. Now you can speed it up at any time. Engaging that strong breath. Exhale. Keep those hips elevated. Remember those modifications if needed. And bring it down. Take that little twist. Rotate that wrist out. Coming back down, set it up, and begin. Crunch, use those obliques. Don't let those hips drop. In. Breathe. Oh, you've got this nice and strong. You guys look amazing. Here we go, and rest. Take that right hand, reach it up to the sky. A little counter there. Last one on this side. Take it to wherever you can. If you have the full plank, make sure you're keeping those hips elevated. Breathing. You've got this, we're almost there. And come back down. Release. I'm going to take it over to the other side. Let's go ahead, set it up. Again, you can take it onto your knee. Extend and crunch. Bring it in. Or full extension. Don't forget to breathe. You got this. Woo! And rest. Take that left arm now and reach it up. Rotate. Come back. Set it up. Hips nice and high. Here we go. Don't forget the breath. Engage that core. Woo! I'm falling over. Woo! Here we go. And rest. Woo! Take that arm up. Reach it up to the sky. Don't forget to breathe through that mouth when that heart rate is up. And in. Crunch. Keep those hips stacked and elevated. Crunch. Feel those abs working. You got it. Let's rest. Take that left arm up. Oh, yes. Woo, we're almost there. Let's set it up. Nice, strong core and in. Again, don't forget, you can always come back to those modifications. Just remember, these are short segments. Short and effective. Beautiful. Come back. Take that last twist up. Rotate that wrist out. Oh, and you guys did it. You shredded it beautifully. Take those hands, interlace them behind your back. Reach back, open up that chest, and give yourself a little rotation side to side. Whew. Bring those thumbs back if you can, and just give yourself a little slight back bend motion here. Oh, beautiful job. Shake those arms out. You guys did amazing. Let's go ahead and cool it down with a little more of a yoga flow. So we're gonna come on to our hands, curl the back toes, and then we're gonna come up onto our downward dog. Doesn't matter which side you're facing, if it's the back or front of your mat, at this point, doesn't really matter. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to take, just like we kind of did at the beginning, we want to take that right leg up, push through that heel, and I want you just to shake that leg out. Just shake it out. We work those legs out, those glutes a lot. All right, bend the standing knee and the elbows. We're going to scoop that knee in and come on up, pulling that knee to chest. Extend that leg out again. And scoop it in and come back up. One more, up. Scoop that leg in. Again, if your heart rate is still up, make sure you're breathing through that mouth until it comes down to normal. All right, from here, we're gonna take that knee forward towards that right wrist and then settle into your pigeon. So we're extending that back leg, back of the foot against that mat. And you don't need to have that shin parallel. You can have it as a bend. So just so you guys can see. So I have my leg back and I'm just trying to ground into my sits bones. You can have your foot flointed. You don't have to have it extremely active. And so here is where you want to start feeling that stretch. So we're gonna be in our pigeon pose. Give yourself a little time to settle in. Take a few breaths here. Then we're gonna take our fingertips maybe outside of your mat, a little out forward, and tent those fingers. We're gonna come down, bend the elbows as you bring that chest and then head towards the mat, and then push up and roll yourself up and come back up. We're gonna do that again. Exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, and inhale up. Beautiful. All right, from here we're gonna walk those fingertips over to the left towards where that foot is, and then you're gonna take a bend. So you're gonna hinge at the hips, bending forward at wherever your stopping point is. If you can come down, and once you can come down onto the forearms, keeping that spine elongated, and take those nice deep breaths here. Again, trying to stay even on those sits bones, so try not letting the hips lift too much so you get that full stretch. Beautiful. Push yourself back up nice and easy. Walk those fingertips center, and then let's just take it over to the right real quick and just give yourself a little counter here. Come center. Hands grounded. We're gonna curl those back toes, lift up and bring that foot back, coming back into our downward dog. All right, here we're gonna lift the left leg up, pushing that heel out. Bending that right knee and elbows. We're gonna come in, scoop that knee in and come on up, bringing it up nice and high. Extend that leg. I forgot to have you shake that leg out, so let's go ahead and shake that leg out. All right, push through that heel. Here we go, in again, bend and straighten, pull up. Nice engaged core, extend out. One more, bring it in. Bring that knee to chest, hollow out and bring that navel to spine. And then we're gonna bring that knee towards that left wrist. Set that back foot flat on the mat. Give yourself a little time to settle in. Maybe shifting those hips so you have that nice even sitting. Inhale and exhale. All right, let's take those fingertips out, maybe a little off the mat. Tent the fingertips, and then we come forward, chest first, and then bring that head in as we bend those elbows, and then push up and roll back up. All back down. Exhaling on your way down. Inhale on your way up. Exhale down. And inhale up. All right, let's just take those fingertips up. Push yourself up a little bit. Walk the fingertips over to the right. And then fold over. Again, wherever your stopping point is, if it's here, just hold and enjoy that stretch. If you want to take it a little further, you can come down onto the forearms and then just take a few even breaths here. And then bring yourself up, walking your fingertips over to the left, just giving yourself a little counter stretch here. Nice and easy. And walk center. Curl the back toes, push yourself up and bring that foot back, coming right back into that downward dog. We're gonna bend the knees, bend the elbows, look up at the top of that mat. You can either hop or step, center mat, wide stance. So hopping and give it that nice wide stance. Keep those knees bent, and I want you to sway that body side to side, releasing that lower back and glutes. Letting that torso just sway. From here, we're gonna take it halfway up. Elongate the spine and neck. And then bend the knees and roll it back down. Again, let's roll back up. Elongate halfway up. Bend the knees and roll it down. One more, bring it up. Elongate halfway. Bend the knees and roll it back down. Keep the knees bent and give yourself another little sway. Oh, this feels so good. Beautiful. And then we're gonna go ahead and bring it down to a seated position. So we're gently going to take our right leg and then just cross it over our left. So we're not forcing the knees to go over anything, but we want to, once again, maybe just pull a little bit so you are nice and steady on those sits bones. Take the arms out to the side, and then we're just going to sway side to side. Feel the opening. You may still have some hidden pockets there to stretch out and allow that oxygen to just go through. Taking those fingertips in front of you, walk them forward. Try to keep that spine nice and elongated as you fold over, feeling that beautiful stretch along that glute area. And walk those fingertips back. We're gonna take our left hand over our right knee. Take that arm up, take it all the way around. Reach those fingertips all the way back behind you, giving yourself a little bit of a spinal twist. Try and see if you can get that torso to do some of the twisting so you're not doing all the work with those arms. Nice, even breathing. And then take that hand down to the ground. And maybe take that twist just a little deeper. Keeping that spine nice and tall. And bring that arm back around. Very nice. Let's take that right leg out, extend it, and then just shake it out. And then just give yourself a little windshield wiper action on that ankle. And then we're gonna go ahead and take it over to the other side. Cross that left leg over. Hands out to the side, and then we're just going to give it a little side to side motion. Again, noticing that there are still areas to open up and get that movement and stretch in. Take those fingertips in front, walk them forward for that little forward fold. Notice where you're feeling that pull and tug. Always with that even breathing. Let the muscles accept these beautiful stretches. Walk those fingertips back. Let's take that right hand over our left knee. Left arm up and rotate all the way back. Reach those fingertips behind Nice tall spine as you give yourself that spinal twist. Now let's see if you can have that torso do some of the work to give you that twist so you're not just using the arms. Nice even breathing here. And then take that hand down to the ground. Maybe taking that spinal twist just a little further for a few breaths here. Bring that arm up and over. Very nice. Let's take that left leg out. Shake that leg out. Give yourself a little windshield wiper motion here. Very nice. Let's go ahead and bring those legs in. We're going to rotate around so we come onto our backs. And then I just want you to have your feet flat on the mat, and then we're just going to take our knees and windshield them side to side. And then bring your feet up to a tabletop position. So we're not bringing the knees into our chest. We want to keep them here. We're going to take our hands on top of the knees, and with the hands, I want you to pull down on those knees so you feel that pressure on that lower back and hips, and you'll feel a little release through those hips and lower back as it presses against the earth. And then just give yourself a little rotation side to side as you press into those knees. Very nice. You guys did amazing today. I hope you enjoyed it. Just so you know, these shreds, like I said, they're short but effective, so you will be burning calories throughout the day. So we're going to take those arms out into a T. We're going to cross the right leg over the left, and then you're going to let your knees drop over to the left, keeping those shoulder blades flat on the mat if you can, allowing those knees to drop, and taking that gaze opposite knees. Bring it up, unwind, and take it around to the other side, and let those knees drop. Again, keeping those shoulder blades flat on the mat, taking the gaze opposite knees. Nice. Even breathing, maybe now breathing through the nose now that our heart rates have come back down. And come back up. Let's go ahead and take the happy baby. So if you know this, if not, you're just bringing those knees out. You're gonna wrap those hands around, maybe toe locks, and just bring them in and rock side to side. Just another little release through the glute area and the lower back, giving yourself a little bit of a massage here. Beautiful. All right, and let's just bring those legs down, extend those legs long, bring your arms up overhead, and I want you to reach as long as you can through those toes and through those fingertips. Give yourself that nice, beautiful extension. And from here, if you want to take it on your own after our class, you can come into a nice Shavasana and meditation right on your back. But for time purposes, we're going to roll up and come into an easy seat. Hands on your knees. And then we're just going to come forward again and back. Forward and back. One more, forward and back. Give yourself a few circular motions, just like we started our practice. And other way. Beautiful job. Thank you so much for joining me. There's so many other variations of shred out there that I'm so excited to show you. So I hope you enjoyed today's practice. Namaste.